Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Browns of Chicago taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Smith going to look to throw right away. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Seahawks at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson just beating the play clock. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion left, that's Cooper. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20, Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Smith now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. We look at this Browns defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Geno. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Chubb will get the call running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he slips up past the 45 before. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Back to throw, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And Chubb will try the middle here. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. Muscles him off. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I think there's just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Smith. And he's taken in by the tight end fan. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
13 next.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. Still going. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Watson on 1st down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Time for break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Smith on 3rd down. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Watson off play action. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throw out Rodney Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Smith going to move him around. Now Gino on first down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the Browns' 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing on third down, Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. That is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Shedding the tackle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
And the Browns first down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do some. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson. The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down. Smith. Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Smith's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Smith to throw. Gets this to Fant, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Here comes 2nd down.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on second down, but the clock still runs. One last throw here for Smith. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focused.